Warm greetings from the high tent. It's Everyday Shenanigans. This is live number 2. I had another live in works for 8 p.m., but right now I just got some breaking news out of California pertaining to John Walker, the Cal City Chief of Police. It has come to my attention that he has resigned as the current Chief of Police, and I will bring you that said information. And yes, still no information pertaining to the Cal City boys as today. Thank you for joining me. This is Everyday Shenanigans. Planned for live number 3 after I am done with this said live. Thank you so much. It will be a double live after this one. Thank you so much for joining me. I've got 2 viewing. Amen. Thank you so much. I'll let a few of you fall in to get the said commentary. Now 3, okay, thank you. Thank you so kindly. Hello, Karen, how are you? Thank you so much for joining me, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Hope you're well. Please take a seat. This should be a very short live, because I have another live that I had planned to go on at 8 p.m., but this information I just got in my notification, so I wanted to bring you all the information before I did my other live. Thank you all so much for joining me. It's a slow run this evening. Guess everyone's having dinner. Got 8 viewing. I'll go ahead and get started.
Back here in Kern County, the California City Police Department Chief John Walker has resigned. California City Mayor Jeannie O'Loughlin confirmed this news to 23 ABC. As far as she knows, his resignation was voluntary. She says Walker gave his notice, and his last day will be March 31st. Although O'Loughlin said they don't have a replacement yet, Cal City Police Department Lieutenant Jesse Hightower will be the acting chief, possibly taking on the role long term.
All right, everybody, that's news out of California. Thank you so much for joining me. California City Mayor Jeannie O'Loughlin just to 23 ABC that California City Police Chief John Walker has resigned. As far as she knows, his resignation was voluntary. Walker gave notice, and March 31st will be his last day. Although O'Loughlin said they do not have a replacement yet, as far as she knows, CCPD's Lieutenant Jesse Hightower will be the acting chief and could potentially be up for the job. That's the set information from 23 ABC News. Naturally, many people will probably wonder why he's resigning. Naturally, it's his choice. He's a grown man, can leave a job whenever he sees fit. Some will probably start chitter-chattering pertaining to the boys missing. It is a known fact that the children are still missing. It has been alleged back in November. Some of the biological family gave DNA because some remains were found out there in California. And as I said, what I found baffling about that information is that they never notified the public to say that any remains were found, which I find baffling and odd that remains of any human would be discovered on California soil and it would not make the news, because naturally you don't know who the remains belong to. So to go to these said family members without even notifying the public that remains were found is very odd to me. But back to the subject at hand, Mr. Walker is leaving the position as Chief of Police from Cal City. It is said that it's voluntary. When I get more information pertaining to his departure and a reason or not a reason, I will bring you the same information. But still, there's no information pertaining to the boys as well. And I think it's very sad that we are now a year over, and there's no new information pertaining to the children, their locations. It's just a very sad, grim scenario. I don't know what to say, and I don't know why the chief has resigned. You know, as I said, it could be many reasons. It could just be personal. He wants to do some different things with his life. go on into different endeavors. Perhaps he wants to go back into acting. I don't know. As I said, to each its own, but many people will probably be curious due to the children being a high profile case coming out of Cal City and missing, and there was no resolution to finding the children. Then naturally, the case was handed over from Cal City to Bakersfield because that is where the children were born and lived up until allegedly moving to Cal City. So who's to say? But when I get more information, I will bring it to you. As I said, this is a very short live. It's just to inform you that Chief John Walker, Cal City Police Department, has resigned from the position. Someone else will be taking his shoes, and he will be officially out of that position March 31st of this year. Thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you so much. Well, there's always going to be theories because that's just what people do with true crime. They always have to come up with something. Everything's a reason and a this and a that when you really don't know what is what. And I don't like to assume anything pertaining to any decision made by anybody because you just don't know. And I'm not about to say he quit because of this reason or because of the boys missing. I don't know. It will be up to him to decide if he wants to give a public statement to why he's resigning. He may not give a public statement. Maybe he doesn't feel he owes anyone an explanation for why he decided to leave the post. But it is what it is. 15 viewing. Thank you so much for joining me. Mercy. What a day already. Queen has been bringing the business, has she not? Hello, Karen. How are you? And Donna, Amanda, thank you all. Only got a few viewing, but that's okay. As I said, this is a short live, but feel free to join me after this live for a double live. Some very interesting topics I have planned for you ladies. So if you want to sit back with your little wine and popcorn and sit back for the ride and enjoy the commentary with stimulating conversation, feel free to tune in. You men, you're also welcome. It will be a 18 and over discussion. This will not be PG-13. So if you have young children, small children, preteens, they don't need to hear the said commentary. Thank you so much. Hello, Brittany. How are you? Good seeing you, honey. Good seeing you. But for those just coming in, the 5 or 6 just coming in, Cal City Chief John Walker has resigned. So you all can pass that along in the chats if you need be. There was no reason given. It is alleged that it was voluntary. So we will see what happens with that said information. But as I said, I don't have any new information to bring you pertaining to the children. I will bring you a brief article that was uploaded pertaining to the boys, but it's very brief. And then I will commence this live because I have another live plan. Thank you all so much for joining me. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, $Beganji129 Cash App, all super chats are welcome to the live. Thank you all so much for patronizing. Welcome new subs, old subs, unsubbed. God is good irregardless. Amen. 1 year since Orson West disappeared from California City. This was uploaded February 21st, 3:48 p.m. It's now been over a year since anyone saw Orrin and Orson West, the two brothers who went missing out of California City on December 21st, 2020. There are still no clues or any signs around what may have happened to the boys. Since then, several community prayer vigils have been held on the 21st of every month, including one held Monday night. The community is still looking for answers and is thinking of the boys. So today is Monday, February 21st. So obviously they're having a prayer vigil for the children. That's what it says. The 21st of every month, they have a prayer vigil. And that is the said information. And then when you go back into this article, it goes back to December 21st, 2021, pertaining to information about the children and searches and blah, blah, blah. Anyone with any information is asked to call the Kern Secret Witness Hotline at 661-322-4040 and know that Bakersfield Police Department has taken over the case. Thank you all so much for that said information. Okay, so know that every month on the 21st, the community holds a vigil for the children, a prayer vigil. That is Senate commentary in this by 23 ABC News. If you need verification, and I also just brought you information pertaining to Chief John Walker. He has resigned from his position, and that is by kget.com. If you need a source, I'm not going to hold you guys because I need to get prepped for my next live, but that is the said information. Thank you all for joining me. If you want to have a big girl, big guy discussion here in the next 15, 20 minutes, please feel free to come back into the chat, get comfortable, and it will be a double whammy grown folks conversation. It will not be PG-13, so do not have any children around if you are playing it on your big screen TV, because it will be grown folks conversation. I want to thank you all for joining me, tuning in. Get ready for live number 3 pertaining to everyday shenanigans. And as I said, it's a double content live. Prayers for the Ukraine, prayers for America. If you need to see any updates pertaining to any stories I bring, please go to my community page. I also post information on there of stories that I do not talk about on the network, but they are of interest to me, or I found something intriguing about the information and I post it to my community board. So that is said information. Chief Walker has resigned, Cal City Police Department. They have someone already to be a temporary replacement. The person is up for the job indeed. March 31st is the last day for Chief Walker to hold the post as the chief of police. And yes, prayers for the boys. When I get some more information, I will bring you that said content as I get it. But I want to thank you all for joining me. God bless all of you. Stay safe. Have a prosperous week. And tune back here at 8 p.m. for a grown folks conversation pertaining to relationships, betrayal, loyalty. Amen. This is Everyday Shenanigans. Thank you.